This storm really put a beating on the Bahamas, particularly the capital island of the Providence, which had not seen this level of a storm for decades. I'm talking up to 80-something years. And so what you saw was widespread flooding, particularly on the southeastern portion of the island where the storm came from. It's also the flattest portion of the Providence, and so you saw storm surges up to 25 feet coming in from the southeast. I mean, it's literally washing away homes, the inside of homes on the southeast coast, and just leaving widespread devastation and flooding. You also had, because of the strong winds, a lot of roof damage and a lot of structural damage to some homes here in the capital. Lots of trees down, major trees that have been around for decades, just throwing themselves across the streets, blocking streets. Some roofs flying as far as 100 feet, landing on other properties. Even some of the hotels on Paradise Island sustained some structural damage to their residences, and so you can tell by the fierce winds the kind of destruction left behind. The island is in a blackout at this point. Power was disconnected before the storm, and of course is still out at this point. So the National Emergency Management Agency has not been able yet to get out and to conduct an assessment to give the all clear. So everyone is still bunkered down in their homes until that all clear is given.
Yeah, as a precaution, officials shut down power to the entire island as the storm was approaching. And now that power is out, is there a timeline? Do they have any idea of how long it will be before electricity and other services return to some kind of normality?
Assessments are expected to take place in the morning, as you can imagine, with no power on the island, and at nighttime it's difficult to conduct any kind of assessment. So at first light, the officials will go out and assess the streets of the capital, which is covered with debris, and the first focus will be to try and clear those roads so people can begin to assess their properties, because right now it's impassable. And then to be able to move those wires which are down. We have a lot of poles which the electricity is connected to that are down. So there has to be an assessment to take place first to ensure that happens. Now, electricity will take a while to be restored to this island. So you're talking, in some cases, perhaps weeks before electricity can be restored, because a lot of these poles have to be replanted. They've been snapped in half across the roads, and they have to now be removed and replanted. It's going to take a valiant effort from outside sources to come into the capital. In the past, when other islands in the Bahamas was hit, the capital will be the one to respond, because we've never had a hurricane in decades. Now it's the capital that's vulnerable now, and so there is no source here to assist with the repairs.